Hello, Miss Jones? Miss Jones in the General Affairs Department? Why are you not at your desk? There is something urgent that I need you to do, but you happen to be away just when I need you here. How useless can you be? What? Oh, it's Miss Smith from the sales department. I hope you're doing well. Hey, come back to your desk right now. We aren't done for the day yet. What are you doing, sneaking in a little bit of a break? You're 7 years older than me, but you are such a useless worker, I tell you. I'm sorry, but I was sent on an errand. What errand are you talking about? You know how our company is planning to have a barbecue party tomorrow? They asked me to go buy some ingredients for that. Oh, it's the one that President Huxley is going to host. He's a great one. He is considerate of his workers, and he is a kind, handsome man. And he's only 32 years old. I wonder if he has a girlfriend. What do you think? Miss Smith, I thought you had something urgent you wanted me to do. What? Oh my God, that's right. I should be back in about 30 minutes, so if you could leave a memo on my desk on what I should do, that would be great. If there is something I don't understand, I'll come to you and ask. Alrighty. Miss Smith, where are you now? The task you wrote on your memo, that's something that has to be finished by today, otherwise it won't meet the deadline. That's right, I told you that's why it needs to be done in a hurry. It looks like the task could have been assigned a month ago. Why has it been assigned now? We have our own situation here to deal with. You people in the general affairs can eat because we in the sales department work our butt off. So stop complaining and just do your work. There is not much time left, so I'll do my best, but please be careful next time. Alrighty. By the way, did you finish getting the things for the barbecue tomorrow? What? Oh, yes. The other staff members are putting the food in the refrigerator right now. I am so looking forward to tomorrow. Say, you know what? I hear that we are free to wear whatever we want to the barbecue. I'm planning on wearing my best outfit tomorrow. What about you? It's a barbecue, so I think I'll probably wear something that I can move around easily in and something that can get dirty. Oh, I see. Well, now that I think about it, I guess people in your department can only wear such things. You in particular can only do these odds and ends types of jobs at the company, right? You are an old miss, after all. All right, I win. I don't know what you mean about winning, but I need to work on the task you asked me to do, so please excuse me here. When you finish with it, print it out and put it on my desk, all right? Hey, Miss Jones! I know you're just a plain office worker, but what is that outfit you're wearing? Jeans and a sweater? You know that the host of this barbecue is our president, right? It's a rare chance for the workers to show ourselves off in front of the young, handsome president. Your TPO is way off. Why, hello there, Miss Smith. Today we'll be cooking meat and washing dishes, so we might get ourselves dirty when doing that. That's why I thought it best to avoid wearing a dress today. You don't understand anything. An event like today is a chance for people to become friendly with the president. Oh, I see. Oh, oopsies. Sorry, I guess you already know your place within the company. That's why you're wearing such a plain outfit. My place within the company? That's right. The office workers basically take care of unimportant errands of the company. That's why you are the server in today's barbecue. Since we are assisting our president, we in the General Affairs Department will be taking care of all kinds of things, but we are not necessarily the servers, per se. Then you can grill the meat for me. That's about the best you could do, old miss. Servers need to take care of our needs, so make sure to obey my orders, all right? As for grilling the meat, everyone is supposed to do their own grilling. What? I need to get more drinks, so please excuse me. What? Hey! Don't ignore me. You're responsible for grilling my meat. Come here quickly and grill me my meat. Hey, Miss Jones. I thought I couldn't find you, but then I see you talking friendly with our president. How does that happen? You're just an office worker. Mind your position. Stop trying to make yourself look attractive in front of the president. The only one who can go after him is me, because I work in the most important department in this company, the sales. I was serving him some drink just now, and we were getting on quite well. I just need a little bit of time, so don't get in my way. Get away from him right this moment. It serves you right. How does it feel to have beer showered on your head like that? Well, you really did it this time. This is what happens when a good-for-nothing office worker tries to make herself attractive in front of the president. I was talking with him only because he asked for me. What? No way that could happen. Come on, get back to your place and grill my meat. I gave you some beer, so now it's your turn to serve me by getting me some meat. I am going to change. What? It won't make any difference whether you change your outfit or not. If I continue wearing these clothes, I'll catch a cold. Oh, that's right. The president was saying that there will be a surprise announcement at the end of the barbecue. Maybe he's going to announce that he likes me. I guess when I served him beer, he noticed how attractive I am. Oh my God. Yes, I'm going to go up the social ladder by marrying into a rich family. Oh, there is some cooked meat. I think I'll eat that while I can. Oh, that's right. After he tells me that he likes me, it might also work well if I bring him a nicely grilled piece of meat. Then I can show everyone how close we are. You are going to be in so much trouble later. This meat is so good! What on earth? What was that surprise about? The president was saying that he would introduce his fiancée, so I thought he decided to skip the part about telling me that he liked me and go straight to getting engaged. I was surprised, but I quickly got my act together and braced myself. But why were you, Miss Jones, introduced? The engagement announcement was actually going to be in 2 months. What? But you showed how you were trying to get the president for yourself. That became obvious. What's wrong with that? There's no one more suitable to be the president's wife than I. Our president physically can't drink alcohol. What? That's what he was telling you, but you were so persistent. When he left his seat for a moment, you poured alcohol into his glass of tea. If I hadn't noticed that, he would have drank it and would have been carried off to the hospital in an ambulance. What? You mean that wasn't beer? He was telling you that he can't drink, so I think one could safely assume that that glass did not contain any alcohol. But I thought he enjoyed my company. The way you behaved made him think that you were quite dangerous. Also, the fact that you poured beer on my head was the last straw. That's why we decided to announce our engagement this evening, although it was a sudden decision. What the hell? Something is just not right. How can a plain old office worker get married to the company president? You're only given jobs that anyone could do. You only do boring work. The president and I have known each other since we were kids. We've been going out since I was around 20 years old. What? We used to work in different companies, but when it was decided that he was going to take over his grandfather's company, he thought it wouldn't be good if his future wife had no idea what kind of company he was going to take over. That's why I ended up changing companies. Well, I see. I guess anyone can do office work, so it's easy to change companies. It seems that you don't understand what office work consists of and that you really don't think highly of it. But I really don't want to be criticized by someone whose sales records are the worst in the department. Well, Fine then. If the president is taken, I'll just look for someone else. Someone else? The managing director's son. I hear he's the president of a startup company. The managing director's son? That's right, I'll be able to marry into a rich family. I think it's impossible. What? Why not? At the barbecue today, you were eating the meat that someone else had grilled one after the other. What's wrong with eating meat that was cooked? That meat was all grilled by the managing director's son. What? Family members could also participate in the barbecue today, so he was also there. I thought we were grilling our own meat, but there was a woman who kept on stuffing herself with the meat that I grilled one after the other. She was wearing this flashy dress that wasn't suitable for the occasion, he said. I think he was talking about you. What? To begin with, I think you have other things to be concerned about right now. What? What are you talking about? Hey! Why am I being fired? I did nothing to get myself fired. It's what the company decided, so there's nothing I can do. You probably said something to the president, didn't you? I am not so low as to bring my private affairs into company matters. Well, it's true that how you acted at the barbecue was the primary cause. What do you mean by that? First, you poured alcohol into the president's glass, which could have seriously endangered his life. Second, that you poured beer on my head. Third, that you chose to ignore that rule about grilling your own meat and took other people's meat before they could eat it. Based on those reasons, the company started looking into the possibility of other victims. The compliance department in the company conducted some hearings. What? Hearings? I would have you know, though, I am usually working as one of the members on the compliance team, but this time, other people were put in charge of the case. Once they started looking, there was so much that they discovered. For example, you tried to make an 18-year-old employee drink alcohol at your department's gathering, and because she refused to drink at that time, you persistently complained to her the next day. And in another instance, you tried to claim another employee's sales records as your own. And there were many more similar complaints against you that they uncovered. What? Against me? It seems that these facts didn't come out into the open until now. But after gathering the data and finding out that there was so much, and the fact that you had caused our business partners much inconvenience in the past, they decided to fire you. No way! That is all that I have been told. But I think you were told of all this when they informed you that you were being let go. What? It would be better to listen to what other people tell you. If you do that, you can avoid making mistakes so that you can live a better life. That is a given. So that is all. Please excuse me. I was wondering why such a person could be in the much-respected sales department. The recently retired ex-manager of the sales department could not say no to someone he owed a favor to, so that's why she was able to join our company. I'm not sure what to make of that, but to put that matter aside for now. As for the matter of getting beer poured all over my head, I received consolation money from Miss Smith, although it was the minimum amount that would be expected in such circumstances, but I decided to drop the case after that. That is, the 18-year-old employee reported the case to the police. And so after having talked to the president, he decided to prioritize this case. As for Miss Smith, she got herself into deep debt as she had to pay for consolation money big time. So now, in order to pay back her loan, she's doing multiple hard jobs. Apparently, she is complaining, "Why me?" as she leads a very poor life.
Hey, Keith, I was thinking it would be best for us to get a divorce.
What, Alyssa? What's going on? You haven't been home for 2 nights and now this. What happened?
What's with that attitude? You lost your job and can't support me anymore. So I thought I'd do you the favor of staying at my parents' house to save some money for a while. And now you're acting like I'm the bad guy here? Seriously, grow up.
That again. Come on, Alyssa. You never gave me a chance to explain to you why I'm unemployed right now.
Your company went bankrupt, right? I already know all about it. That's not the problem here. The problem came after that. You were all like, my friend invited me to come work at his company. Like, for real? Well, congratulations. You used your connections to get ahead. Whoop-de-doo. Glad you're working out your privilege.
Okay, that's not fair. Just because I happen to have an in at that company doesn't mean I'm doing anything underhanded. And yeah, it all started when my last company went bankrupt, you're right. But while I was looking for a new job, my friend just so happened to be starting up his own company. He asked me to help him out, and I agreed, that's all.
How does that change the fact that you're nothing but a Nepo baby?
For crying out loud, Alyssa, this sort of thing happens all the time. I'm not a Nepo baby. Do you even know what that term means? I'll have you know that the reason my friend asked me to help him get his company going was because he knew what a skilled businessman I am. I didn't do anything wrong. That's not nepotism. That's meritocracy.
I'm tired of this conversation. I'm going to bed. Good night.
Alyssa, wait. Talk to me. Hey, Alyssa. You stopped by the house this afternoon, didn't you?
I've been wanting to move my stuff out the house, so I thought I'd stop by on the day that I knew you had work.
You moved your stuff out? Why?
You still don't get it. Do I really need to spell it out for you?
No, I've got no idea what this means. That thing you left on the living room table, I have absolutely no idea what it is or what it's for.
Oh my god, you're so pathetic. Can't you tell by looking at it? I don't know, maybe this is the first time you've ever seen one of these in person. But it's not like you can read plain English. Ugh, what is written on the top page?
What am I supposed to be reading?
Were you always this dumb? It says, in black and white, clear as crystal, divorce agreement.
Oh.
Look, I know you were always more of a numbers guy than a books guy, but you can read, right? You're not completely illiterate, are you? Anyone with a 5th grade education should be able to read that.
So this is a divorce agreement?
Yes, that's what I've been telling you. I already signed everywhere I needed to, so hurry up and sign it, then submit it to the courthouse, got it? I don't want to have to wait one more day to marry my new boyfriend. Send me the text once you finish everything and submitted it, and do it as soon as possible.
Hey Eugene, sorry to bother you so early in the morning. You got a minute? Oh, hey Keith, what's up? The company you started, it has employee housing, right? Yeah, a couple of the guys I hired were single dudes from out of town, so I thought it would be good to help them out a bit. My dad owns a couple apartment buildings, so I'm renting one of them from him to use for employee housing. Are there any openings left? Wait, what? I mean, yeah, there are, but they're not really designed for couples. Yeah, about that. I'm not going to be in a couple for very much longer, it seems. Huh? Hold on, are you saying you're getting divorced? Yep. What the? You've barely been married for what, 2 years now? What in the world happened between you? It's kinda hard to explain. Is it about you losing your job after the last company went bankrupt? I guess that could cause some relationship strain. Well, it's not really the main cause, but you could say that it was the first domino in the chain. Did you tell her that I'm hiring you to work at my company? Maybe that would reassure her. Yeah, I did. And it actually just made matters worse. I'm very confused. Don't get me wrong, I definitely don't blame you. It's not your fault at all. She said that because you're my friend, that me getting hired into your company makes me a Nepo baby. A Nepo baby. As far as I'm concerned, you're the most qualified person for the job I can think of. That's why I hired you. Yeah, I know that. And I'm incredibly grateful. I'm excited about it too. This is going to be a really challenging and rewarding position for me. Okay, well, it makes me feel a lot better to hear you say that. You're going to be making a decent amount more than you were at your old job, so I don't see any reason for your wife to be anything but ecstatic. I'm sorry I had to drag you into my personal affairs. I just thought that you deserved to find out sooner rather than later. I don't know what her problem is with getting hired through connections, but she was really ticked off when I told her. And that bizarre prejudice of hers is the sole reason our relationship has turned to complete chaos these last few days. Sorry to hear about that, man. But come to find out, there's actually a much bigger issue at play. Yeah? What is it? Well, yesterday, I found out that my wife actually has a totally unrelated reason for being so ridiculous about getting hired into your company. Go on. She's seeing another guy. What? Seriously? I'm pretty sure, yeah. I'm betting she thought if she divorced me while I'm unemployed, she could get a better share of the assets during our divorce proceedings. However, you inviting me over to your company threw a wrench into her plans, since it meant that I'd be getting a new and better job a lot sooner than she had planned on. So she's just doing the whole "you're a Nepo baby" act to buy time. If she can either delay me joining your company or get the plan nixed altogether, all the better for her, right? Ah, yeah, that would make sense. I suppose the next step for you is to get a lawyer and talk about the divorce with him. Or maybe you should look into your wife's boyfriend. You could hire a private detective to look into him so you can really sock it to your wife in court. Actually, I can skip that step. I've already figured out who her boyfriend is. His name, where he lives, everything. Wow, really? That was fast. I bet that most guys in a position like mine would be pretty depressed about the situation, blame themselves and just in general have a pretty negative outlook on life. But honestly, noticing the critical clue that Alyssa left for me has actually made this pretty interesting for me. She was careless in a rush to divorce me, and now it's my turn to get back at her. Of course, I'll still get a private detective so I can get some hard evidence to use in court. Well, I'm not really sure I understand the situation, but I'm glad you're having fun, I guess. Anyway, for the time being, I should go ahead and get a room for you ready in the company apartment, right? Yeah, I'd really appreciate you taking care of that for me. Gotcha. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help. If I need anything, you'll be the first person I'll call.
Keith, what is going on? What is this? I got this massive stack of papers from you in the mail today. And it says that you're suing me? Oh, you better explain yourself. And if anything, I should be the one suing you.
Ah, I'm glad to hear the papers arrived already. Thanks for letting me know you got them. They should have been laid out clearly in the documents. Didn't you read them? I'm suing you for your infidelity.
What? Excuse me? Infidelity? I was never unfaithful to you. You had better have some solid evidence to back up such an outrageous claim.
Oh, want evidence?
Uh-huh, yeah, I knew it. You don't have nothing to prove that I did anything.
That's not it. I just thought it would be obvious from the massive stack of documents I sent you that I have more than enough evidence to convince a jury that you cheated on me.
Well then, show me the evidence! Either put up or shut up!
Okay, fine. Scroll up.
Scroll up? What do you mean?
I guess you really didn't realise it, huh? Like I said, scroll up in this chat window to the day you moved all your stuff out the house and read your messages again. Alright. You were the one who told me about your boyfriend.
Hold on a second. Oh, okay, so this is obviously one big, huge misunderstanding. That was a mistake. I misspoke, that's all. I was just so tired that day that I got confused. I don't actually have a boyfriend. Man, you really missed it big time, huh? I mean, you didn't even think to ask me first? I could have explained all that to you and saved you all of this trouble. I mean, you really are so dense. But don't worry, I still plan on divorcing you, so go ahead and turn that divorce agreement into the courthouse as soon as possible, okay? Oh, and try not to get lost along the way.
Yeah. About that divorce agreement. You actually left your application for a marriage certificate by mistake.
What?
Yeah. And you filled it out completely too. Your name is on the wife line. And on the husband line is none other than your boyfriend's name. How is Mike these days?
Wait, no, that can't be! That marriage certificate is in the folder I have in my desk drawer, and I distinctly remember putting it in there.
If you're so confident, why don't you go ahead and check to see if it's in the folder right now?
It's not there! That's impossible, though! When Mike gave that to me, I thought that I should be really careful not to lose it, so I put it in that folder right away. And the folder I left at our house was the one with the divorce agreement in it.
Yeah, I had a feeling you switched the folders by accident. But seriously, this all happened 2 weeks ago, and you still hadn't noticed? Ah, I see. So you were so afraid about losing it that you missed your chance to notice it was gone before it's too late. Mike's the guy that was hitting on you about a year ago, wasn't he? You still seeing him?
No, give me back the marriage certificate application!
How about this? I'll trade you the marriage thing for your divorce agreement. But before that, we need to settle the matter of your infidelity in court. Or you could talk to my lawyer, and we can settle.
I don't have any money!
Oh, you don't need to worry about that. Your parents said they'd cover the bill for you. Isn't that nice of them? They're a great couple of people.
What?
Of course you're going to have to pay them back for it. They were very explicit about it not just being a gift, so I hope you're prepared for that.
You told my parents about everything?
I was just looking out for my own interests. Couldn't have you running away from paying me what you owe me, could I?
I'm gonna have to talk to Mike about this.
I wouldn't waste your time trying to contact him. I doubt he'll be very responsive to you.
What? Why?
I'm suing him too. I already sent him his package the other day.
Oh, wait. How do you even have his address?
Isn't it obvious? It was written on your marriage certificate application.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Coincidentally, Mike's parents are going to be paying his settlement to me just like yours are for you. They've taken away his phone and sent him to his uncle's company to work off the debt. I asked them what business his uncle was in, and they said, you're better off not knowing. They did say they were sure he'd be whipped into shape in no time, whether he likes it or not, so good news, I guess.
Oh no, I really screwed up.
Oh, you can say that again. But from now on, all of our communications will take place through my lawyer. You can give the divorce agreement you mixed up with your marriage certificate application to him. We'll talk more about the terms of our divorce after my lawsuit against you for infidelity is taken care of.
Well, after thinking it over, maybe we can work things out between us,
Not happening. Goodbye.
Wait, hold on, Keith, wait! I changed my mind! I don't want to get a divorce anymore! Keith, please!
Alyssa had been desperate to leave me and marry Mike for quite some time. It seemed like she thought that divorcing me while I was unemployed would allow her to get away scot-free. But after she blew up her own plan with one of the biggest switch-ups I've ever seen, combined with learning that she would never be able to see her dear Mike ever again, she hit rock bottom. She tried confronting me at the house that we used to live in together, but unfortunately for her, I'd already moved out. I'd already moved into the employee housing for Eugene's company by that time. Knowing she would never get a chance to speak to me again either, she fell even further into a depression. She snapped out of that pretty quickly. Her parents came along to collect on her debt. She's now stuck doing office work at a nearby company during the day and doing janitorial work at the same company during the night. According to her parents, as soon as she pays off every last cent that she owes them, they're kicking her out of the house and cutting her out of their lives. They've already got a lawyer working on writing her out of their will.